apartment. I'm going to do a live stream here at a bad angle with my glasses on and bad lighting because I need people to be here and help me clean up. That's part of being ADHD. All right, so what I was supposed to do this week before I was so unexpectedly triggered was I was supposed to clean up this area and prepare it because when school starts, I will not be able to do things in my apartment because I will be too tired. So that's a bummer. So I need to clean up my little entryway here. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I don't know where to put this. I'm going to just go right here. And if anyone pops in, I am going to hang a couple of paintings, if I can. Okay. Hey, thanks for being here. You can see me trying to clean up my depression, anxiety apartment. I'll be wearing glasses today, maybe. And you're going to see me full size. Sorry for the unpleasant. Ugh. Anyway, I'm hanging up some pictures. I'm doing my entryway first. And I need to do stuff before school starts because I'm a teacher. Substitute teacher, so it's even harder. Substitute teacher doing a long term, even harder because that is too loud. But you know what? I'm going to leave that there because it's good for me. You're supposed to hang pictures at eye level. Okay, so this picture I just hung up is by one of my kids. And why am I putting it over here in the entryway? So I see it every day when I leave and when I come back in. So that doesn't look like a prime spot, but it is a prime spot. Because I might go days without even going in my bedroom. I switch between the living room and my bedroom. What? How did I get triggered? I got an email on July 14th from the principal of the school. That's not bad. That's good. Good for her. She's sending stuff out, letting people know what's going on, and reminding us to be at school in 2 weeks. July 29th, I have to be at school. I don't know why. Probably because I'm me. It just seems so far away that school was going to return. I don't work in the summer. I really have no reason to complain about having to go back to work after a luxurious 2-month vacation. And, that's fine. Okay. Spare key. Hey, thanks for being here for my cleanup. Please help me because people who have ADHD, I don't know if you know this, it is, we could live, it's our mess. Look at it. Look at the mess. Can you see it? I don't know. Anyway, we can live with our mess, but if we think someone's coming over, the whole apartment has to be clean. Except for family members who have lived with, whatever. So thank you for being here to help me. So I'm going to do my entryway first. And I'm going to go back and explain how I got triggered. I'm going to try and point this over here. Look how boring that is. Okay. Wait. There I am. Look how short I am. I'm so short. Whenever I see a person, especially a woman, in a store who's as short as I am, it's 5 feet, like a short woman, I look at them and think, God, that poor woman, her life must be so hard. She's so short. And then I realize I'm that short. It's very annoying because I can't reach stuff. Okay. Anyway, so I have to do a lot of this because I can't see properly with these glasses on. You are from, do you work or study? Hi, I am a substitute teacher at a public school. And I am going to put something out real quick, because it's only, I don't know, it's about 90 degrees right now, but still it's hot. Okay. Anyway, I'll be teaching 6th grade for probably the first semester. Oh, you want to speak English like me? You know, I'll tell you the secret to speaking English like me. There is no secret, actually. No, the secret is you just got to have parents who speak English. Can I teach you English? Isn't that funny? Because that's what I'll be teaching this year, because we will have a lot of students who do not speak English, because I work in a primarily Hispanic community. I don't know, your name is making me think that you speak one of the hundreds of different Indian languages, not Native American languages. But most of our students, in our school at least, speak Spanish as their primary. And then after Spanish, one of the indigenous languages like Navajo, which is our third most popular language spoken here in Phoenix, or Apache. So, but most of the natives also speak English, so that's usually not a problem. I don't think we've even had a Native American that didn't speak English. Anyway, interesting, right? Okay, that's because the native languages are so very, very difficult to learn. It is far easier for Native Americans to just learn English. All right, here is a painting I'm going to hang up. I am not able to read something. Yeah, from India, right? What language do you speak in India? I'm going to guess the 3 English languages the 3. Do I know 3 languages? I know 2. Hindi, Punjabi. From the north or the real north? Anyway, do I believe in reparations? That's a very broad question. So I'm going to say yes. And then it's going to have some caveats on it, or some, whoops, tripping over some garbage. I have to put the camera down, so don't leave. You're helping me. Stay here and help me organize this tragic mess. I'll show you the painting after I put it up. Oh, that's way too low. Right now I have a hole in the wall. I think that reparations should be made to multiple different groups of people in our country, and how that would be decided by much smarter people than me. So I know there was, and we're talking about Native Americans, so I'm going to guess that it was Native American that asked. Yeah, that's a very, very complicated conversation. So, geez, this is way too low. I'm going to have to get a footstool. What? All right, come with me while I go get my footstool. Oh, people left. They don't want to hear about reparations because that's going to cause a big fight. Anyway, I just think things are much more complicated than people want. I did hear of a case where a black family used to own a beachside resort. I don't remember what state it was in. And the government took it over, declaring manifest destiny or some other kind of story. Please. Okay. All right. Wait. Let me finish my thought here. And their grandchildren or great-grandchildren, other family members were able, in this day and age, to sue the government. They got their property back. And it's like prime real estate, beachfront real estate. So that's, good for them. Oh, here's a hole. Something right here. Okay. And that person who's asking me how they can learn English. There are a great many different websites that you could go on that will teach you English. The way we are in Arizona expected to teach kids who don't speak English is to just talk to them in English and hope they catch on. And then have some targeted lessons. Ugh. It's not working out. And then there's, oh, I just scratched the heck out of the paint. Okay, you know what? It's all right. Don't worry about it. Let's do that. Sorry, Mom. What, Diamond? You just ate. I'm talking to one of my cats. I don't know how these cats are going to do when I go back to school because they are used to being fed multiple times a day. Why can't this? Oh, I need pliers. Anyway, so that's my suggestion to you. Watch some videos. Learn how to say the alphabet phonetically first. And okay, that looks good. I'm surprised you don't speak more than one language, person from India, because oh, you're probably gone. Oh, why are you saying, oh my God? Because I'm standing on a chair? It's just a little footstool. Anyway, I don't know what the oh my God is about. I'm referring of African Americans who were hanged, raped, etc. Oh, yeah. I figured, oh, okay, it is about Black people. Yes, definitely. I agree with you. I don't know if it would be, I don't know the exact word for reparations. I think reparations is more to do with income and with loss of property. So I think, without knowing the actual definition of reparations, I still believe in them if it's that, but also I feel like if you can prove, and it wouldn't be under the president, I think it would have to be under the individual states, that I think if you can prove through, records or whatever that something happened that was unjust, then I believe the jurisdiction or the area that it happened in should give you some kind of damage relief, like in, like if you were in civil court and you can get damage, you could get compensation for emotional damages. Thank you. So yeah, and then you're welcome. I cannot suggest a website for learning English. I don't have any idea, but there's a lot of them, and I would suggest you go with. I have no suggestion. Yeah, so I think, because not just, okay, I know Black people, of course, I think had it the worst. And then in the United States. And then it's a toss-up between Chinese, because they were slaves too, but they were owned by other Chinese people. And white people didn't have anything to do with it. Because whatever. And then Japanese people were also stripped of all their property in World War II and put into, we call them internment camps, but they were actually in concentration camps. So I don't know if the Japanese ever got their property back, and they just took all their stuff. All right, hey man, here is the picture I hung up. And I wanted to put a mirror here. That's going to take too long, so I didn't do that. So, yeah. And I know, though, just going back to unfairness, there is an excellent YouTuber. His name is Mr. Krim, Crimm. He wrote a book, and I can't remember the exact name. It's something like A Hate Crime Saved My Life. He and his wife, and I don't remember all the details, but he and his wife were victims of a hate crime. And it wasn't damaging to their bodies. I think someone spat on them. Ugh, gross, right? And I think something happened, and that motivated him, this hate crime, motivated him to become an educator of facts about the American experience of Black people. And did I say that? I don't know. And he has a fabulous website that I don't watch enough because I just started a YouTube channel. Anyway, it's a good program. It's a good YouTube channel, and I would like to recommend it to students at school, which I do. Anyway, so that's that. All right, so here's my little plant, Lily Italy. Thank you. Interesting. Should I keep talking about this topic? I don't know. I got some thumbs up there. So for my situation, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, originally, and Clevelanders. He is on. I have this shelf when I walk into my apartment. I'll show you my entryway, which is what I'm working on. But in 1900 is when my great-grandparents came over as young people from Italy, as did most of the town they were from. All right, here's my outside. Oh God, it's so hot. Okay. All right, so here is my entryway. So I have this nice little detail here, little entryway. And that's very nice. I have a security door. So when it is cool out, I can actually keep this open. This is metal, not screen. And then I can enjoy, and it's cross braced because I have the patio door in the back. Okay. Anyway, so I come in here. I put the keys here. I do not have a car. These are my daughter's keys to her car. This is the key to my bike. I have an electric bike. I don't own a car because I have 3 adult children, 2 son-in-laws. We should not be afraid to talk about uncomfortable topics. Thank you for posting that. We should, because you know what? And here's an uncomfortable topic. Oh my God, I was raised to be racist against, not racist, no, actually racist against Black people because I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. And that's what I was saying. So when the Italians came over, when the big Italian immigration started, in Cleveland at least, there was a directed, purposeful campaign to make Italians hate Black people and Black people hate Italians. It was done on purpose, and it divided the 2 labor forces so that they would not form unions. And it's taken me a long time to really kind of recover from that kind of upbringing. So a racist is someone who believes their race is better than another race. And a prejudiced person just means that they are prejudiced against a type of person, group of people. So it's, and a racist also, you want to deprive that person of their, okay, now we're going to my kitchen, so hopefully you won't see too much disaster in here. Okay, and yeah, so anyway, it's taken me a while, and plus I grew up in a primarily all Italian neighborhood, and I was in that group in the 70s, so segregation had been outlawed by then, but it was still very, very segregated, and yeah. So yeah, hi again, person from India. All right, so now, I'm going to take this to school, so I'm going to leave it here. It's going to go in a container. This is just a little pig that I have. Yeah, you don't have to apologize. I don't know why you're saying sorry. I was going to say a lot of Indians, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's an awkward conversation to have with some people because there is a belief that once you're racist or prejudiced, you can never change. And that's so not true because no, everybody can change. You are the product of your upbringing. And if you have racist parents, they're going to raise their kids to be racist. If your parents are Catholic, you're going to be raised Catholic. That's just the way of life. You have to figure out what's fair and unfair. Okay. Can you? All right, person who's trying to connect with me. My email is in my description for this channel. If you want to send me an email. If you are a scammer, please don't bother because I have really strong sense of smell for getting scammed or for people who are trying to sell me this. I'm a 60-year-old woman. I know what's going on. You can't trick me. So anyway, send me an email. That's the way it goes. YouTube is my primary social media because I'm too tired to do anything else. All right, now we're going to go down here on the floor Oh, here's the cat toy. I got lost in the thing. All right, here's one of my cats. She's on the counter. Look at her eyes. This costs 97 cents. It's like the best toy. Oh, don't fall off the counter. Don't fall off the counter. Come over here. Come over here. Come in your tree. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to organize my house so that, look at all this, because I have chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, a heart condition, I have edema. Bye, have a great day too. And, or if you're a scammer, don't have a great day, get a real job. And when I work, it's very, very exhausting. All right, these are some fake vines that I get for either decorating or for the cats. The cats love to lay on these as a little nest of leaves. Because why? Because they're cats. No, they never use them as a toilet. I have 3 cats and I have 3 litter boxes because you should have 1 litter box per cat plus an extra. And I use the kind that's, it's a silica. It's that thing that, those little pouches that they put in food or in vitamins and it says do not eat. It's in there to keep it dry. I use that so that when I change the litter box, people laughed. So when I change the litter box, that it is not really heavy because it evaporates the urine out. Whereas clumping litter does not. Okay, so I'm going to put it, they're all tangled. Oh, then when you get these, they smell god-awful bad because they're plastic. And these are like really cheap, but the greenery really adds to I'm so short, I can't get it up here. All right, I might have to get my son-in-law to do this for me because he is 6 feet tall or more. And he lives right across from me. He is married to my youngest daughter, who is 28. And I don't know if I like this, but once it's up here, it's staying up here. Where did I get this painting from? One of the teachers who quit left it at school, and I asked if I could have it. Yes, yes. We have a deeply, deeply divided country. And the older you get, the more you see it. When you're a young person, it is really, really hard to see it. But literally, Lincoln was assassinated for his decision to make free the slaves. And, a lot of people don't know this. Oh yeah, I agree with you. But, I'll tell you what, rich people do not care about common people, of which almost everybody in our country is a common person. Unless you are part of the elites of the 1% or 3%, our condition, our day-to-day living really is of no concern. Oh, see how she's helping? Can you see her in there? Okay. And trying to get people who don't care at all interested in giving up their money, very, very challenging. I mean, that is why we have such a discrepancy in education, because education is determined by I don't know if I like that on there. I don't know. We'll see when someone comes over. No one ever comes over except my family. Anyway, and you have to keep in mind, too, that the states are in charge of education, and there is huge discrepancies in funding for education. Don't even get me started on that, because I work in a Title I school, which is I'm supposed to know this, but I forgot. A certain percentage, like 60, 70% of students' families are considered in poverty. And that definitely affects the funding because funding is based on property. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And it is so enmeshed and involved in all layers of our government that it's going to be really, really hard to untangle. It really is, and that's why people have to keep up the fight. And then you have people who kept up the fight and were killed for it. And I'm talking about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Kennedy's because they wanted equal rights. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it seems clear what should be done, but then the motivation, not the motivation, but the method of how it's going to get done is very, very convoluted and involves a lot of players that really don't have any interest in doing it. So, all right. So we got a cat on there. Hopefully I can get her to move. Let me put this box outside. I am also, I just threw it out there. I'll walk it over to the garbage can later. It's too hot. It's too hot and the sun is too strong today. Wait, do I have any clouds today? No clouds today, so, okay. Weigh it out. You ask excellent, pertinent questions. And, the best thing that you can do, is make sure you're registered to vote. And vote with the political party that means something to you, that represents your belief system. And as a common person, the other thing that's to get things to change on a governmental level. And then to get things to change is to just continue to educate people. And that's why I love that Mr. Krim's website. It is filled with info. That's where I found out about the people who got their land back. No. Your power is in your vote to a certain extent. But don't let people fool you into not voting. That's how they get you. They tell you, don't even vote. Your vote doesn't matter. They already got these things figured out. They don't have things figured out before the vote, but they definitely, who's they? The political people. Definitely have things set up. They pick the people who are going to run. They groom people and vet people for years before anything really official happens, but your vote definitely matters. And that's why there are so many laws against voting. They don't want you to vote. If you don't vote, they don't care about you. Politicians, we talked about politicians only care about voters. Depends on what state you're in. Okay, here is my little closet. Very nice in Phoenix. They have an entry closet. This is my crochet closet, which I worked on in a couple live streams. These are my containers. I have more yarn out. This is also where I keep my bicycle helmet, my extra batteries, and a vacuum cleaner, and my one jacket, because it's Phoenix, and I don't need a winter coat, because I grew up in Ohio, and I can barely tolerate, I can tolerate the heat much better. Anyway, please vote. Use the power of your vote. If your vote didn't matter, they wouldn't try so hard to take it away from you. So, yep. Okay, so I'm going to hang up my sweaters. These are all sweaters that I made. We'll throw some crochet in here since I am crocheting into retirement. I made this about 10 years ago. It's made out of sock yarn. I am too big for this. That's a super easy pattern. It is actually, is this the same thing? No, this is a little bit different. This is my camouflage one. This one I have to work on because I have to stitch this up a little bit. Okay. Yes, I know I'm not done with the entryway, says somebody or nobody, but I couldn't do anything because Diamond was there. And Diamond is not agreeable to being picked up. So, yeah. Okay. So there is a scarf that goes with this. And the scarf now I'm going to put on the sweater. I'm going to stitch it on as a border, and then I just have to stitch it up in the back. And I know it might be hard to see because it's it's camouflage. Okay. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, you are absolutely right. You are in a difficult position. So if you're one, all right, my one belief that I believe in, this is what I was taught in college, my first year in college, Poli-Sci 101. You pick one thing that's important to you and you vote on it. So for me, it's the right for women to choose their own health care, which includes the A word, which I don't know if I can say on YouTube. This is a sweater. It's gorgeous this year. On their reproductive rights. And I vote Democrat. So I don't know about reparations. I would think the party that is more likely going to even think about reparations. I'm going to answer your question. You should vote Democrat. Sorry, I'm a Democrat. But you should vote for Democrats because they're the ones who vote in the Supreme Court justices, either of the country or of the state. And if you want reparations, it's going to go through the Supreme Court. And that is why when the one thing that I vote on was overturned, it's because we had Republicans in who put in judges who are not supposed to be members of political parties, but they are. That's part of your belief system. So even though you would say, a judge or a justice would say, I will not vote based on a political party, they're going to vote on how they interpret things, which is their job. But how can you not be influenced by your upbringing, by who you are as a person? So if you're a devout Catholic or any one of the religions that do not believe in women making decisions about their reproductive rights, you're going to probably put in people who agree with you. Or vote, I'm sorry, you are already there. So, hey, Jennifer. Oh, you are welcome, Lay It Out. I appreciate you being here. I like talking about stuff like this. It's hard to do it in elementary school because kids do not get it. So thank you. I appreciate the adult conversation. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for being here. I am doing a cleanup of my apartment, so I hung up some pictures. My daughter made that. Free art from school. And this is not a picture, it's needlepoint. I'm sure it was done on a machine. But more importantly, it was free. I live on a budget, like all people do. But my budget does not include decorating to a certain point, because I don't even know why I said that. All right, make it down here. This is a shoe rack. Now it's got stuff all over because my cat was on it. And I am going to sweeten it. I ordered Swiffers, and now Phoenix, we have a lot of big stores that have intersections all along this one main street, which I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's 19th Avenue, and I picked the wrong Walmart because they're everywhere. So I went to go pick up my Swiffers, and it was in the wrong zip code. So there. All right, these are my boots that I wear when I'm riding my bike. These are my sandals that I am trying out. Look, I have nail polish on. I have a weird foot condition. I'll show you my foot real quick. I know you don't care, but I'm going to show you anyway. All right, those scratches are from Diamond, my cat, because I moved my foot and she didn't like it. I have I have I don't know if it's a birth defect or it's a bone deformity. It's a bundle of nerves here. So I can't wear anything that pushes on this. Then I have a huge bunion from wearing too small shoes growing up. Any other poor people out there that were stuffed into the wrong size shoes? Yeah. And so I'm trying these shoes out because if I push too much on this, it will make my foot go to sleep, which is really hard because I also have to wear compression hose because I have a heart condition. Here is that bone deformity in my hand. I have it in my hands and in my feet. This one's not that bad. I have it in both feet, but my right foot's the worst. So I'm trying out these shoes. They don't look like it. They were $100. And they're also anti-slip. So these are my, these are my Timberlands. These have never been cleaned. And I use this when I'm riding my bike for safety. Because if you get hit by a car, of course I've been hit by a car. I have everything unusual or weird happen to me. So I did get hit by a car. Thank you for asking. Here's a tape measure. I don't know why that's there. Part of my bike lock. Here's my bike charger. My plan is to park my bike right here in this little aisleway. There's my hallway for my apartment. Look at that mess back there. So messy. Okay, so I think I have to plug my phone in too. So my plan is to charge it up over here. So I'm just going to this is a battery charger. It's a 6-speed bike that, it's a 6-speed bike. I'll show it to you pretty soon. If you turn it on, then it has a pedal assist, which allows you to, it's not the key for it. Where's the key for my bike? We're going to just go put this away right now. If you put the pedal assist allows you to have a little oomph from the motor or a lot of oomph from the motor. So I use a lot because of my health problems, cannot really do aerobics for more than 20 minutes because I have a heart condition. So I'm sorry. I can see my bike, you can't. Here's my bike. It looks very cute because I'm 5 feet tall. And this seat, if you're a regular size, average size 5'10", would be way up here. Then it might not look as good. But whatever. This is the exact bike that I got hit by a car on. She was perfectly fine. I got this during COVID because, where am I going to put it? Let me just put this in here for now until I get the lock and the key. Because I didn't want to take the bus during COVID, and they changed the laws for bikes. Okay, see now, because of my ADHD, now I want to clean my kitchen, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go back over here. All right, now we have another cat that's visiting us. Hi, Rose. What are you doing? Rose looks just like, wait, is that Rose or Diamond? It's tricking me. What's Rosie? Hi, Rose. Okay, put everything off of this. She's scared. So I'm just going to turn this upside down or sideways. Of course I haven't cleaned it for a long time. Arizona is extremely dirty. I think, well, anywhere in the Sonoran Desert, because we don't even get the wash of dew in the morning. So everything is just very dusty. And even construction sites have to hire someone and hose it down every day with water just to keep the dust down. And that's why we have beautiful black walls in nicer, more expensive areas. Is that true though? I think that's true. Nicer areas have black walls, and that really helps keep the dust down. Because the dust in Phoenix can give you something called valley fever, and that's when the dust blows. It blows a lot of stuff, and one of them is a fungus that it goes in your lungs, and it's completely debilitating. And you take the same product that you would for any other fungal infection, ladies. You know what I'm talking about. But you have to take it like every day, sometimes for months on end, and you're completely exhausted. So while it's nice to get some extreme weather and maybe go outside and watch a monsoon come in, you definitely do not want to breathe the air. If you don't clean a lot, it's best to wear a mask while you're cleaning so that you can protect yourself. All right, I don't know what's going on with these boots, so I'm going to put these back. Oh, they're so dusty. My ADHD is telling me to take these immediately into the bathroom and scrub these clean. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it right here. What I should do is put them upside down. Okay, so don't do that. All right, so here's my entryway. And I'm aware that I just swept all of my, or most of my dirt out of the entryway into another room. Right here. And I will scoop that up. Oh, I have the scoop thing right here. Anyway, I'm going to go back to my shoes. I'm trying out these shoes because the boots are nice when I ride my bike. And when I got hit by a car, if I wouldn't have had my boots on, I probably would have broken my ankle. I did break my arm in 2 places, so that was quite unpleasant. Okay, we're gonna go dump this out. Okay, don't look at the kitchen, don't look at the kitchen. I'm talking to myself because I want to stay on track here. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do, where's the broom? I lost the broom. The other thing I want to do is I want to put those vines up. Snap this on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, cedar does make your life easier. I was looking for a sponsorship. Okay. I do want to put the vines up here, but I have some folding chairs, which I'm afraid to stand on. I don't want it to break. Anyway, so I might have to just wait for my son-in-law. All right, so this is my entryway. Ta-da! I have this nice shelf, so that's where I put my key. I'm come over here. And then here's my purse that I use sometimes. I made this 10 years ago. If you want to make, this is a good scrap yarn project. And this is good if you are a beginner. It's just single crochets. And I connect the rows because I didn't want it to spiral, kind of. So when you work in the round, it's not going to be a perfectly straight line. And also this is a hat. It's just a really big hat. This is the inside. I didn't weave in the ends because it's on the inside. I made this because I saw a commercial or YouTube something that said how much fecal matter, sorry to talk about feces, sorry, how much fecal matter is on purses, because when you bring your purse into the bathroom, you hang it on the back of the door, you flush the toilet, all those germs are in the air, and I was like, oh my God, so I got this and I washed it hundreds of times because I would use this for a few years and I washed it once a week. So anyway, I'm probably going to use this purse, or I'm going to use my Loungefly backpack. Wait a minute, it's Winnie the Pooh. Cute, it's a real Loungefly. I know it's real because I was given it by my daughter and her husband, who are Disney adults. They're both lawyers. They're not completely insane, but they do love Disney. And I love Winnie the Pooh. Anyway, even that's small of a backpack I can't wear because I have, here's something else I have. I have something called spondylolisthesis, and there is something called spondiothesis, but I have spondylolisthesis because I'm extra. And that is part of my vertebrae in my hip. My right hip is out of place, so I can't twist. Like I can go this way, but I can't go this way. I got aggravated when I got hit by the car. All right, here's something I made. I was working with trying to learn chevrons, and then this is a moth stitch also. Okay, people who live in Phoenix, please don't be jealous of my, what? Look at my closet. It's the nicest apartment I've ever lived in. And I think I even like this better than the couple of houses that I've lived in. So, because of the way the closets are. Anyway, this is a moth stitch. And a moth stitch is where you do a single crochet, chain one, and then a single crochet into the thing. So it's like a variation on a granny stitch, kind of. So here's a single crochet. Look how small those are. There's this one. So I was just working on this, and I think I use this as a topper for a table or a dresser. Okay, so this closet, I still have to organize my crochet stuff. I bought a bunch of little containers. There's that whole container there that I sorted, but now it has to go even into smaller containers. Look at all this mess. Oh, that's a blanket I made. That took forever. There is a way that you can connect your change of color in crochet, and it's a surgeon's knot that surgeons use for surgery. And if you watch Eric LaSalle on ER from 30 years ago, there's a whole nice video of him learning how to do it in one hand while he's neglecting his grandmother who falls down the stairs. Shout out to ER. Anyway, so I'm going to put, that doesn't go in there. Anyway, it's a surgeon's knot, but I never trust the surgeon's knot, even though it's been proven. I still do it a certain way and then weave in the ends. Okay, so we are done with that. And if I wasn't live streaming, I would take a 2-hour break as a reward for finishing something, but that is not efficient. So we are going to continue. Okay, I just did this. This is a corner desk. And I put this here so that I can maybe do some videos of me crocheting on this table. And then this is a makeup table that I don't use. I am going to try wearing makeup. Look, I put my face in. You can see I have some makeup on. Let me get into, oh God, the lighting. Let me see, can I find good lighting? All right. All right, I am 60 years old, so I do have this. Watch. Let me come in close. Look at this. This just started this year. That's all right. You know what? It is what it is. Anyway, I am going to try to wear makeup, even though, of course, I have super sensitive skin. Take my glasses off for a little bit. And I will actually break out in eczema. I had an eczema breakout on my eyelid here. And so I haven't worn makeup for about, I'm going to say 20 years. Plus, it's so hot here. Sock monkey. And I'm going to put him over here. You never know when a little kid's going to come over and visit, and it's nice to have little stuffed animals laying around. That's not true. It's for me. I like having the stuffed animals. Okay. Anyways, I got to figure out what to do with this mess right here. All right, here's extra yarn for one of the sweaters. Here is extra yarn for the camouflage. I'm going to actually put these in the container. These are really, really inexpensive containers that are not sturdy at all that I bought. And these are not for everyday use. These were $3 each. They have a latch on the end, and they have those little handles so that this is going to be for projects and use. Can I get done with that? And, but I am going to put this there. So when I do these as a video, I know where the yarn is. So why is my yarn all a mess, you ask? I had to move a couple of times due to finances, and then we had, I'm not afraid to talk about it, we had a bed bug infestation, and that caused a lot of very heavy-duty cleanup. Here's more camouflage yarn. This is yarn for that big sweater. Anyway, conveniently, My apartment is normally decorated in, are you moving? Did you just move in? And so most of my stuff was from Goodwill and not very expensive. And normally I don't have anything on the walls because I have a distinct memory of my mother screaming, "Don't put holes in the wall." And I know that I'm an old person, I should get over it, but sometimes I can't get over that. That's called narcissistic abuse. Okay, here's a random container that doesn't match. It doesn't have a lid, so we're going to put it over there. Thank you for being here, people who are here. I forgot to say that for a few times. I appreciate each and every one of you being here, helping me stay organized so I don't take an unnecessary break, for rewarding myself for cleaning up this very, very small section here. Well, look, I hung up 2 pictures. What? I know. My kids are going to come over and be like, "Are we in the right apartment?" Okay. Anyway. Okay. Tape measure. And I have to check my battery. Oh, my battery's at 6%. All right, let me plug this in. I screamed in the phone. I'm sorry. Did I scare somebody away? Don't be afraid. Okay. So I bought these lights, these string lights, and I was going to put them. I had actually my little studio set up in my bedroom, and then I thought, well, that's not realistic. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put these string lights at. I don't know. Okay, so I have to charge my phone up. So I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put together a bookcase. If you want to watch that, I'll show you what it is. It's that over there. There are some books on it. Every time thank you, Camille. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. I'm doing a massive cleanup because I haven't told my story for a little bit. I'll tell it to Camille and to anybody else who's listening. So I was minding my own business when I get an email notification from the principal of the school on July 14th. Well, I don't know where you went to school, but I went to school in Ohio. And Arizona is by law required to have 180 days of school. Ohio, less than 170. So I'm not growing up, and I know I'm not young, but I'm just saying, growing up, we always started school on the first Tuesday following the first Monday, which is Labor Day. But I got a message. There's a cat on top of the bookcase. Oh my God. Anyway, so that email that I got on the 14th triggered my anxiety. Oh my God. I have to go to school in 15 days. I don't know why it was so shocking because it's always that early in the year. But that anxiety triggered my ADHD because then I'm like, oh my God, I have so much to do. I haven't learned nearly enough to make my YouTube channel a success. And so the ADHD was really strong, and then the depression kicked in, and that triggered all my fibromyalgia pain, and blah, 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 blah. So I've been very unproductive for the last couple of days. All right, I'm going to break a law here. Oh, all right, so yeah. Oh, God, I hope, does he teach high school probably, since you're calling it history? And not social studies? I'm going to guess it's high school. God. And plus, I was supposed to go back to school for 2 days a week or 3 days a week and then do my YouTube on the other days to help supplement what I thought I would be getting from our federal government as a widow, my widow benefits. That's a whole story. I can't do that till January, so I got to work all 5 days. Good for him. Because high school teachers don't really decorate their room. I know, right? I love teaching. I love all the students. It's so sad when school starts, though. It's supposed to be in the fall. You're supposed to have all of August off. August 1st is supposed to be like, oh my God, I have a month left. I got to get stuff done. August 1st, I'll be at school complaining. Wait, 5th, 4th, 3rd? Yeah, I'll be at school complaining. Elementary school teachers have to really decorate their room, or you are thought to not be a team member. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. It takes too much time. I'm letting the kids decorate this year. All right, I have to break the law right now. Oh, aren't you nice? Yeah, the history rooms are always cool, and they have like a lot of maps up and old-timey photographs. That's nice that you help. I'm going to let my 6th graders decorate the room. They're so creative. Ooh, this item on Temu. I have to get rid of my Temu thing, but whatever. All right, I'm going to break the law right now. There's a cat. I'm going to take you with me so you can watch me. You're going to watch the crime in progress. Oh, she felt threatened and she left. So the reason why I'm going to do this is because I have to charge my phone and I cannot walk around as much. And this was part of my to-do list. So we're going to put together a bookcase. Okay. Anyway. What am I going to do? Let me check my battery. 8%. I better not do that. Okay. All right, wait a minute. I'm going to sit on the floor. I'm going to get a key. I'm going to use my bike key. How much was my bike, you ask? My bike was $1,600 plus helmet. Oh, I dropped my glasses. $50. Plus, I upgraded the bike by putting inserts in after getting very many flat tires. Yeah, I know you get flat tires from not having enough air in your bike, in the tire. The bike doesn't need any air. But I learned that the hard way. So, yeah. And I will start riding my bike in September. It'll still be hot, but it will be doable. And I moved to, some further away. I'm sorry, because sometimes I'm going to be in bad lighting, so you're going to see this. These are called jowls or chinfold. Gravity, it's constantly working against you. If only humans could be upside down for a longer period of time. I don't know how long you can hang upside down before you die. I know it's a matter of hours. Anyway, if we could hang upside down, it would be so much better. We wouldn't get so, what grade? This year I am teaching 6th grade English language arts, which is cool. I was hoping for social studies history because I'm going to tell you a secret. I have to whisper. Because if we're behind, and we're always behind because of our demographic, sometimes we don't do so much social studies and history, but more reading in social studies and history. Got it? And why are the kids behind? Because we have kids, I'm going to say 95% of our school is Hispanic, and of the Hispanic population, probably, I should know this, probably 80% oh, okay. I saw screws in here, but it's a hex screw. Probably, and yes, I already did make one of these and I forgot. Anyway, most kids are at all different levels of learning English, and it's very hard to teach a language like English to kids who don't speak English and yet expect them to understand the curriculum. And the great state of Arizona does not want teachers to do any instruction in Spanish, which is unfortunate because we have actual Mexican teachers who, and I say that because they are here from Mexico, so they speak proper adult Spanish as their first language. And we have several of them. And how unfortunate that they can't teach in English and in Spanish. And I know there's different philosophies. And kids don't read either. Very true. And kids don't like to read. Very, very true. So it's unfortunate. What direction is that? Yeah, so it's very challenging. Anyway, so English language arts is a little bit extra challenging because I'm going to say Still because of COVID. The effects of COVID will be with us for years to come. But the kids are, unless the younger kids aren't nearly as far behind, but if they were in third grade and up, COVID is going to affect them for a long time if they are English language learners. In my district, I think our only language is Spanish. There's one boy who speaks French and some native language, which I don't know. He is from the Ivory Coast. And for those of you who don't know, that is in or on the continent of Africa. Africa is not just a country, it's a continent filled with countries. Anyway, okay. Oh my God, I forgot to plug my phone in. So here's this part. This over here. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's very nice for the students if they can converse with their teacher in their primary language. It's just so much more efficient than in, especially because kids speak the language of the level they're at. So kindergartners who speak Spanish speak little kid Spanish, right? So who knows? I did take Spanish in college 40 years ago. So I could read a little bit in Spanish. I cannot pick up languages by listening. That is not a possibility. I have tried. Doesn't work. I need to see the words. I'm making faces because I'm peeling off something. Okay. So I start in 14 days and the kids start in 20 days. We start, ouch. Teachers start a week early and new teachers start really early, not an extra week early. And our school provides our professional development for licensing. So not all districts do that. I know in other states, teachers have to do that in the summertime, but our school does. As a substitute, I don't have to do any professional development because I'm a substitute, which is very nice. But I still go to those meetings on occasion. And because of ASU, we have a lot of teachers that get their degree from ASU, Arizona State University, and they get a certain amount of their education paid off if they stay within the state and teach. So we sometimes get teachers that are here for 2 years, I think, and then they leave. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, wow. I am so jealous of people who can speak multiple languages. Just how lovely is that? And the thing that's hard, too, is English, is such a convoluted language. At least Spanish and French and Catalan and Italian are all from the same language family, so they're a little bit easier to master, whereas English is German with a whole bunch of French, and then with, Greek and Latin. So these poor kids, you tell them to sound out the word, and sometimes can't sound it out because it doesn't match your language. So, yeah, just jealous people can speak more than one language. Oh, that's why the Native Americans, when we'll call them conquerors, came over, the Native American languages are way too hard, or were too hard for people who probably spoke English and French. French used to be the lingua franca, which means it used to be the primary language, the cool language that all the royals spoke. Anyway, that's why the Native Americans learned English and not the other way around, because Native American languages, of which there used to be hundreds, it's very, very difficult. Have you ever listened to Hawaiian? They have so many vowels. Uh-oh, I have a cat joining us. Hi, do you want to help? What? I don't know what these cats are going to do when they go back to school. Screaming to be fed. That's how you get killed. I am live. What happened? Was I off for a while? Oh, I think my phone. Wait a minute. Is this not charging? Oh, it's not charging! Oh my God. Oh, why isn't it charging? Is it charging now? Oh, there it is. Okay, I didn't know I wasn't charging. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Don't think I hung up on you. Okay. All right, this is not an IKEA, but it is still pretty easy to put together. All right, I'm going to put my feet on first. This makes sense. Okay, put my feet on. Okay. So, anyway, I got behind on my crocheting this week. I had a migraine from the monsoon. It wasn't actually a migraine. It was this very severe tension headache. If you say migraine, people understand that seems to be worse, but they both can be equally debilitating. So I'm supposed to get my crown put on. It's my first crown in my mouth, and I wanted it in gold and jewels, but the dentist said no. They only have tooth-colored crowns. That's disappointing. So I gotta go get that done. I have to get new glasses. I have to get... I'm working on the shoes right now. I'm pleasantly surprised. I cannot wear heels at all anymore, or I am in excruciating pain. Am I doing this right? Crap. Let me look. I don't know why I think I'm going to be able to put this together and talk at the same time. No, this should be right. Definitely. Okay, I'm doing it right. Okay. I'm very thirsty, so I'm going to get up. And I used to be, okay, well, I guess you better get to finish some videos. Some stuff. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I plan on live streaming until I actually have to stop. And not because I'm rewarding myself for doing 15 minutes of work with a 2-hour nap. Anyway, all right, thanks, Camille. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. I don't know. I mean, if you can't put this together, then you really shouldn't put anything together because it's really easy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check again. Oops. Okay, I'm going to check again. Is this still charging? Okay, good. Okay. Hey, thanks for being here. I am going to get up and get some water. And I want you to know, before I got hit by a car and got all damaged, I used to be able to get off the floor without using my hands. But now, I have to use one hand. Pretty good for an old lady. All right, stay on. I'm just getting some water. Please don't leave. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we're putting together a lovely bookshelf, and this is part of my small apartment, small space studio setup for crochet. My apartment is not small. It's 850 square feet. It's 1 bedroom. It's pretty big. But I don't have a second bedroom that I could turn into a studio like some people can do. Okay. All right, and if I can't do this and talk, then I will stop and do something else. I am only doing this now because I have to charge my phone up. And I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. right. If anyone wants to put anything in the comments, you can. I don't know who's here. I don't know how fast this updates. I have talked about all kinds of things. Birth deformities on my body, my foot. Reparations for Black Americans that are descendants of enslaved people. And talking about school, talking about yarn, talking about hanging up pictures. It's been kind of a well-rounded conversation. Okay. And I'm also live streaming because, I don't know if you know this, but people who have ADHD often are much more productive when somebody is watching. And so that is why I'm doing like this. Okay, tips, please. Note that the rear bracket hole is the one on the surface. What? It was on the surface. All right. That's upside down. Crap. Did I just say crap? I did just say crap. All right, I think what we're going to do is, well, at least it's out of the box. And I'm going to stop doing this. And now I'm going to give up again, and I'll... Okay. All right. Because this charger does not seem to be going very fast. Okay. 7%. So what I'm going to do is unplug that. All right, we're going to do some crochet organizing. Yay! Yay! All right. I'm going to take this container, bring it over here. And there should be 20 of these. And we're really going to organize the yarn because I have a better charger over here. Okay. Plug this up. Okay. Let me check. Is it charging? It is charging. Okay. I will work on the bookshelf later. These are the sandals I'm trying out. Here it is on my foot. This is my good foot. There's a cat claw stuck in the bottom of it. Because I have weird feet. These are also anti-skid, which I need. Wow, Noble wants to talk about my feet. That's all right. That's okay. It's all right. I'm going to put this box over here. Is that a cat? What is that? Oh, it's a slipper. Okay, so today's live stream, I'm going to start fresh because, hey, welcome person who just joined. Thank you so much for being here. I am live streaming today because I have to catch up on my organization before school starts. Because when school starts, I kind of function like a zombie in my own house, or a ghost, not a zombie, a ghost, where I don't get to do a lot of stuff because I'm too tired. So I got to get all this stuff set up before school starts because I won't be able to do it until maybe fall break. Okay, so I'm wearing one of my scarves. This was actually supposed to be a blanket, but I didn't like it, so I stopped, made it a scarf. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to sort into all of these containers. So we went from garbage bags. I didn't weigh my yarn. I know a lot of people did. Have been doing that. I didn't weigh it. That would take an incredibly long amount of time. But I do have 8 large containers, whittled down to like 6 because I'm organizing. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to put this. Okay, I'm going to first put that over there. All right, these are my little containers of erasers. I'm going to bring these to school. And these really shouldn't be in this container. I was going to try and do a photo shoot, but these are fairly inexpensive. And I was going to, they're fairly inexpensive. And if I take them out of the little protective baggie, sometimes they fall apart. That's no fun. So what I'm going to do is put these in an inexpensive container. And then when I find my bag of bags, I'm going to put them into a gallon baggie and then put it in my bag to take to school. I don't have any lids out yet, and that's okay. So this now is available, and these containers, for those of you who are into organizing, these are $3 each, which kills me to spend that much money. These are pretty sturdy, and they have latches, and they have little handles. So these are for ongoing projects that can fit in it. I don't have any blankets in process, because I don't have any. Okay, this is my container of beads, and I see a hem ripper in there. That should go in sewing, so I'm gonna take that out right away. I see it. It's a seam ripper. Oh, it's got a snake. Okay, but I don't look at that too much. I have to stay focused. The ADHD is very, very strong, and I am doing this so that I can be somewhat productive. So thank you for being here. You're helping me out. Okay, so this is staying in this container because I don't want to put it in a cheaper one, and also because I might bring this to school because I might do an after-school club. I'm going to try not to do an after-school club, even though I get paid for it, because they can be, for me, just a little bit too much, too exhausting. Sorry for the babbling. Okay. So what I should do is, okay, stay focused. Okay, here we are. Okay, and then here's an even smaller container, and this is going to be for my jewelry findings. Hi. Hi, we have a person visiting. Hi. Who could it be? Could it be? Oh, it's Rose. Hi, Rose. Rose is either going to join in a polite manner and offer to help, or she is going to come up here and bite my arm and try and get me to feed her again. She's a little plump, so don't necessarily want to feed her. So what I'm going to do is take some of the little things that are in here and put in this little container. Here are some googly eyes. That's going to go there. Some red yarn scraps. Let's put it back in here. Here's some keychain fobs. And this container is not going to hold up. Let's see on the other side. Is that going to... Okay, actually I'm going to keep the keychains out because that is a project I'm working on. I'm making little keychains for the students. The thing that I can make the fastest is a heart. I can crochet a heart and finish it in like 2 minutes. That's not bragging, that's the truth. I'm just saying that because this, anyway, that's probably what I'm going to make. Here's another seam ripper. This should be in sewing. This is a little necklace. And this will cut thread. So I would wear this if I was sewing. I don't do too much sewing because my daughter is a seamstress. And in fact, my daughter is making me some custom made dresses for school so that I can be even more streamlined in the morning. I don't want to spend a lot of time getting ready for school. So I'm going to have 5 different dresses. Make myself a uniform. The kids have to wear uniforms. I'm going to wear a uniform with them. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Hi, Rosie. Or she's going to come up here. I'm sorry if you see any cat violence. All right, here is a marker, and my name is on it, so no one can take it unless you peel off that. Okay, here are some of the hearts I was just talking about. So I'm going to put that in that container. Here's one that's not done. There's another one. And another one. That's going to all go in there. That's going to be my back to school thing. And then here is a little black onyx heart fob. So I'll put that on. And I'm going to make them in this red yarn. I didn't even have to take them out of this container. Took them in one, put in the other. That's right. Okay, then these are little, I have Mickey Mouse, I have Disneyland pins, and these are the bags. Look how cute they are. I took them out for some reason, so I don't know why. So I'm going to just put that up here. Okay, this is a sample of a Suzette stitch. And a Suzette stitch is very user-friendly for you new crocheters. and it's on a foundation chain, and this is supposed to be in a different container, of course. All right, so I'm going to put, there's a bobby pin. Every now and then I try and put my hair up, and that doesn't usually work out because I have fibromyalgia even in my scalp. It's very annoying, which is why my hair is short. So sometimes I'll put my hair up when my hair used to be longer. I put a ponytail in, and I could tell within the first 30 seconds if that's going to trigger a headache, and then I take it out. So that's not fun. All right, so I'm going to put this as a ball of black yarn, and I'm going to put it by itself in its own little yarn container, one of these cheap ones. And then when I find a stock of black yarn, I'll stick them. Oh, they're stuck together. They probably melted. They were outside for 10 minutes. It's so hot here. Okay, here is some black yarn, so I'm going to separate it out. Again, thank you so much for being here. The reason why you're here is because people who have ADHD, some people think, oh, you have hyperfocus. Yeah, I do have hyperfocus. But I can't turn it on at will. Wouldn't that be nice if I could? And also, if I think that someone's going to be looking at my apartment, then I will clean the entire apartment if I know that someone I don't know is coming over. But going back to what I just said. It is helpful for someone who has ADHD for their cleanup to have somebody watching them while they're doing this. Very, very helpful. So right now I want to stop and ball up this little mess of red yarn, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just put it in the container. And here is a baggie, and it's a Ziploc, and it's pleated on the bottom. And I'm going to put I'm going to sneeze. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Oh, the guy's here cleaning the pool. Yay! We had a monsoon, and it's crazy with the monsoon. Sometimes there's just dirt. This last one was just dirt, so I'm sure the pool is just a wreck. And sometimes it's dirt and it's a dust storm with rain. And then the pool can be dirty and overflowing. Okay, so this is going to go in my bag, or my big container that I'm taking to school for the classroom. As a substitute, I usually don't have a permanent classroom, but I'm doing a long term in 6th grade, so I will have a room until either October 1st or until Halloween. Or as we call it in the public school system, Fall Festival. So these are just a little fun erasers that I give to students. They're just little prizes, and they come apart in little pieces, and they can play with them and stuff. It's kind of fun. I'm not getting up and putting this away in my bag because I can't take my phone with me. It's charging. Okay. This is a project, and I'm just in a quandary because I got so triggered by that email. So here's this gorgeous yarn, and I have talked about this before on my live streams, and you can't really see it. The lighting is not good. This is a gorgeous turquoise. Oh, there you can see it. If you're a beginner crocheter and you want to make something that people are, let me say this in a better way. If you're a beginner crocheter and you're going to make a sweater, and if you want people to really compliment it, use a variegated yarn like this. So see, it doesn't have strands, so it's really almost impossible for you to, by accident, go in between the strands. And it will work up like this. Look how beautiful the colors are. And the colors will change. And people will think that you did that somehow. What? And you will get compliments on it even if you're using the most basic stitch. So here is just like a double crochet. And this is a double crochet going into the top of the stitch. This is pretty old. I'm taking this apart. This is the pattern I decided to go with. And this is what I was supposed to be working on this week, but I got triggered by the email on July 14th telling me that school starts on July 29th, and it freaked me out. So this is what I'm going to go with. And this, if you're a beginner, this is a really, really user-friendly. Let me put this back. Oh, sorry, table. I'm going to put it this way so you can see on this white. Can you see it? I should put my light on. really easy. It's a double crochet, and you don't even go through the top of the stitch. It looks like a mesh, but it's not. So this I was going to make a sweater with this, but now I can't, because if I start making this sweater and then school starts, my apartment is going to be a complete disaster area until January. So I got to get all this situated. So this is a project, and I don't normally keep my hook in here, but I have the yarn wrapper, and I have the hook, and it's a size 6 or 6.5. It's a size 6. Don't usually keep it in the container, but I was planning on using this. So let me see, is this what's on this thing? Yeah, so I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put it in my toolbox. Okay, so this is a project in progress. So it is going to be in this nice container. And that's going to go over here. And I'm pretty sure I have all this yarn already. Look how gorgeous it is. And it's comes in different palettes. Pretty. Okay, let me get my toolbox out. Here is my toolbox. These are all the different crochet hooks, and as you can see, some of them are teeny tiny, and I do not use the teeny tiny ones anymore because I have arthritis in both my hands, primarily in my thumb. I'm going to put this away. Oh, there's nobody here. Part of me, somebody's here. Thank you so much, because I am so worried that I am going to take a break when I see people are not here, and I cannot take a break. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me be productive and get my life together. And I can say, as a 60-year-old woman, I have never had an organized apartment. Never. And I'm going to blame the kids, but mostly because I have ADHD. Okay, so here's my toolbox. So I'm going to put this. This never goes in the closet. I shouldn't say never. It's going to go in the closet today, probably, so that I don't get tempted to crochet. I had to stop crocheting for a couple of years because I had overuse syndrome in my wrists from crocheting too much. And get this, you young people, learn how to sleep right. Stop sleeping like this. Don't do that. That's how you mess up your wrists. Stop going like this on your phones. You're going to be in physical therapy. You have to keep your neck up like this. I also used to sleep with my hands like in a fetal position with my hands like between my knees. Don't do that. Then I got hit by a car and I broke my left arm. So I had to stop crocheting for a number of years, which was really sad. For a couple of years because of all that. Oh, you're here. One person's here. You're here for the bag of amigurumis. All right, we're going to take them out of here because they deserve, and because I'll probably travel with these, and put them in the travel container that has the lid. There's a piece of garbage in there. I'm going to throw it on the floor. I can pick it up later. All right, so here, and you know what? I'm so excited because I went on Pinterest, and I don't know about you, but I was addicted to Pinterest. Is it Pinterest? It's interest and pin and interest together, whatever. And I would be stuck on Pinterest for hours. Oh my God. Looking at stuff, fantasizing, going down rabbit holes of weird products that I didn't even know I needed until I saw it on Pinterest. So I had completely forgotten how I made these little bears, and I found the pattern. And I compared it to the pattern I made just by looking. And I didn't pay that much attention. Oh, there's a cat behind us. Watch out. She's very stealthy. She might attack. Hi. Okay. She's okay. She's all right. She would not attack. She is. I just put this table over there. She's going to look out the window. And we have birds. Well, yeah, birds. We have. I forget what these plants are called. I've only lived here for 24 years, so I don't know the name of all the Arizona plants. I know what a maple tree is. Anyway, we have a plant out here that is recommended to attract butterflies and hummingbirds. So there's cats like to hang out over here. Anyway, so here's my box of amigurumi, and I'm really excited. What? We have a visitor? I am probably my daughter who probably wants her car keys. So I'm going to take you with me. Okay, I'm coming. Or it's a package. Let's see what it is. Oh my God. Okay. box on the floor. So it's probably a package because my daughter knows. It's not ringing the doorbell. Hello? Is it a package? Hello? Oh, it is a package! How exciting! Now you can see me. Hey, do you need a key to get in the pool? Okay, cool, man. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Anyway, my daughter, everyone who comes over, which are my kids, have been instructed to not ring the doorbell because it freaks the cats out. I have my daughter's car because I don't own a car. Why should I own a car when I can borrow hers? All right, let's get back over here real fast and plug this back in before it dies. And what's in the container? Oh, are the little things. Okay. All right. Oh no, did I break it? Oh, no, I didn't break it. Good. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to open this up and see what's going on. Who is this from? From Amazon. I am going to, I do this once a year. It's usually around Christmas. I try and wear makeup. And usually I can't because I have super sensitive skin to the point where I don't even really wash my face with soap. Sometimes I just, excuse me. It's makeup. I use coconut oil, which is not really good because sometimes it'll clog your pores. Coconut oil or just water. And all right, so this is the first time I'm living without daughters. So I bought, my daughter, speak of the devil, that's my daughter. So I bought makeup, and now I know I can live in the comfort, safety. This looks beat up. I don't care. Of not having my makeup stolen. I have never used makeup till its completion. Like, I've never run out of eyeliner. I've never run out of foundation. Never run out of nail polish. It always seems to get acquired by one or more children. And which is funny because 2 out of the 3 girls wear makeup. All right, so here, so I'm going to show you. And then I put 2 things in my, it's fine. I put that so that I end up getting both. Thanks, ADHD. All right, so I got Burt's Bees, which I thought was, like, I didn't realize Burt's Bees is actually made for people like me who have very, very sensitive skin. For example, I washed my eyelids with CeraVe. I never know if I'm pronouncing stuff right. And I broke out of eczema on my eyelid. It was very, very uncomfortable. Anyway, this is supposed to be really good. So I got brown. And I know everyone gets black, but brown actually makes my brown eyes pop, and they look black here, but they're not black because I'm not evil. So I have eyeliner. I'm so excited to try this out. I actually have foundation on right now. And one reason why I don't wear makeup is it's so hot, you can literally feel the makeup falling off of your face. And as a teacher, I barely have time to stay properly hydrated, let alone drink enough water. Did I say that right? Properly hydrated, let alone spend time looking at my face for my makeup. What is this? Oh, facial eyebrow. Okay, I'm going to do a close-up. Okay, this is for any Mediterranean women out there. Indian women. All right, see these eyebrows? So it's 2 different colors. This is how big my eyebrow used to be. This part will not tan. This was permanently, because if you pluck your eyebrows enough, you'll damage the hair growth. And so it looks like I just kind of get my eyebrows under. Hair remover. Oh, you know, this is like a new thing now in makeup, to shave your face. I've been doing that for 40 years. As an Italian, very hairy. I joke that my eyebrow starts here. It goes across. It comes down into a full beard and mustache. It goes up, down, and my mustache comes in a little bit red. I found that out. Okay, so I have this. I have mascara. Last time I wore mascara, I got an eye infection. And it was new mascara, newish. So I bought all brand new makeup and threw everything else away. And it's extremely important that you do not share your makeup with people, because on your eyelids live little tiny things called something. Eye mites, skin, I don't know, they eat like your dead skin. And when you share makeup with somebody, you introduce their mites onto your face, and that's why you get an eye infection, because sometimes they fight. You have little tiny, tiny, tiny microscopic bugs on your face. It's gross. Anyway, so that was exciting. That was what was in that package. And I'm going to put that in this container. I'm not going to open them up now. Okay, I got to take, there was a cat laying on it. I'm so sorry. I violated the cat law of, I made a cat move out of her comfort place. But that's all right. She's giving me the evil eye now because I have the whole couch. Look, I have the whole couch covered up, and she wants to lay here. She's gonna have to lay. And the other cat, I have different stations for the cats. There's different resting areas. So over here we have the heating pad. It's a heating pad for pets, so they can lay on that. And then I have, of course, the couch. I have the cat tree. I have a cat hammock that no one goes in, so that was a waste of money. What else did I buy? What is it? Oh, I bought eyeshadow too. All right, so usually what happens is I try wearing makeup for like 2 days and then I never do it again. So that's all right. So where to put the container? Is it right in front of me? Oh, it's right here on the floor. Oh my God. Okay. So now we're going to get back to organizing. I'm going to drink some water. Again, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Put something in the little comments in there, and I'll talk about it. I can talk about anything. You can put one random word in there. I guarantee you I have a story about it. That's either real or completely made up. Okay. What are we doing? Okay, we're doing this. All right, so I was going to just show you, because I love my little amigurumis. All right, this is supposed to be an owl, and I like doing the crocheting part. I don't like so much the sewing part. Look, I even remember to make and store the wings inside. So now I got to find that pattern. Here's Baby Yoda. And his bottoms didn't come out good. And look, I forgot. I didn't do this on, look, you can take his arms right out. Because my fingers hurt, and I didn't want to work with this little tiny hook again. Anyway, these are going to go to school. Look at him. He's been so well loved. He's been washed probably 10 times. And he's all fuzzy. He's got a little thing here for the kids to play with. 6th grade, they still will play with little toys like this, but they'll act cool while they're doing it. All right, so I'm going to put this over here. And it's in a travel container because I'm probably going to travel with it. So to take this to school, this is an in-progress project that I actually am going to work on, and I will be making crochet hearts and putting them on keychains for the kids. And put that over there. Okay, so thank you so much for being here and helping me stay organized. I'm not staying organized. I'm trying to get organized because I got triggered by an email, an innocent email on July 14th that said, hey, school's getting ready to start. So I'm like, oh my God, it's July. Oh, okay. Imagine, that's how I feel when I'm a teacher and I get paid for being there. Imagine the poor students who have to start school. They don't start in July, though. They start in August, so that's all right. Okay, so this is dribbles and drabs from a project from a blanket that I made. That looked just like this, but instead of this color, it is this color. This looks blue on the camera, but it's actually green. And then instead of the cream, this off-white. My suggestion, don't ever crochet with just straight up white unless you're making something that's supposed to be snowy. I don't know. White is very harsh to look at. This I made for my son-in-law. So I'm going to just leave it in the bag and put it right here. Okay, here's the blanket that I eventually will be starting. And this is going to go into a temporary container. And this is, it's pink. It's just soft pink, off-white, or I call it cream, and brown. And it looks like Neapolitan ice cream. And believe it or not, this is for my son-in-law, who is, I don't know, 250 pounds, 6'2". His favorite color is pink. He's son-in-law number 2. Not in status, but he is my newest son-in-law of only a year. All right, so that's going to go over here because I got to start working on a blanket for them. They've been married for a year and I haven't even started. Bag of bags. Put that on the floor. All right, here is some yarn in here for thank you for being here from when I made Spider-Man. And I am going to put this in the container for keychains. And why am I making keychains? I kind of encourage students to join my YouTube channel. So I said I'd give them a keychain if they did. And some of them did that after school ended. So I owe some kids. And all right, here's a doll hat. Look how pretty that is. This is with this chunky yarn. And this I just worked up because I wanted to see how it would look. So I'm going to put this back in here. This is finished products. I used to have an Etsy store. Still have an Etsy store. There's nothing in it. Etsy is very, very expensive, convoluted. It's not. It's very competitive, and I don't want to do that anymore. You have to spend so much time on taking pictures of your products. It's just whatever. So I'm not going to talk about that because that's kind of boring. All right, so here's some more of this yarn for the blanket. Let me put that over here. And this might have to actually go into a bigger container. Take that out the bag. Now these baggies will get reused for their yarn products, but not for food. Put this up here. Part of me wants to stop right now and rivet this out. But I'm not going to. And this was me doing. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was trying to make a hat, and then I figured out the way they wanted me to make a hat was going to take way too long. I should have known. And it was going to use way too much yarn, so I stopped. Okay, so when am I going to do this? I don't know. Okay, so that can go over there. Thank you for being here. Okay, here's my bag of flowers, and this is going to actually be in, what is this? I'm going to use that to make a picture or something for the wall. So we'll see. Thank you for being here and for looking at me in not such good lighting. You are helping me get organized so that when school starts and I'm exhausted from day one, that I do not live in squalor and filth, that my apartment at least will be organized. And then when I come home, all I do is take a shower, eat some food, usually a piece of... I have a cheese sandwich, not even grilled. Cold cheese, cold bread, very German. Put it in my face, go to sleep. All right, this is silky. Oh my God. Okay. These are amigurumi snakes that I need to finish. These are, all right, I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to leave them in the bag just because there's so much loose yarn. And what I'm doing is, this was all the stuff that I did for my live streams in 2 weeks. And I already sorted it all into little baggies. And now I'm sorting it into proper containers. Here is Horsey from Pokemon. And I think I'm going to have to actually start a different container. That in there. Put that in there. Okay. All right. If I was not live streaming, I would probably have already taken a break, and then there's a fair chance that I would fall asleep, or I would not continue to do this. So thank you for being here and helping me get all organized. Here's Spider-Man and Black Spider-Man. I'm going to put him in take to school because I told kids I would bring it to school even though it's not done. And, the reason why they used to have black hats and white hats in the olden days on TV is because it helped the viewer understand who was the good person, bad person, and it was in black and white. So they would just use, so in real life, who knows if that hat was actually black? It could have been blue. We don't know. Okay. I'm going to put this little dribble drabs in the heart container because genuinely, I don't think I'm ever going to finish Spider-Man unless someone pays me. Probably not even then. Okay, here is, what's going to go there? It's a pumpkin. These are hand sanitizers containers. They're little purses, and the hand sanitizer is upside down. And this is from my Halloween theme. Here's a spider. I'm going to put this in my bag of erasers because these I will give to students. Maybe even with a hand sanitizer in it, if mine have not expired. Okay, here's another one. It's orange, and it is from Halloween. Look how cute that is. And I made this pattern up. I should write a pattern up of this. Put it in there, and okay. And this is this yarn in a different palette. And I had a sweater that I made out of this, and I left it somewhere. I left it at a school. I don't remember what school. I don't know where it's at. So I just hope the person who has it is enjoying it because it's really pretty. That's why I'm much more organized now. If I travel place to place, I keep everything in one bag. Don't take anything, just leave everything. Okay, so this is going to go in dribbles and drabs. Okay. Here are my spiders. I was trying to make a teeny tiny Spider-Man spider. These are from Halloween. Let me put it on front of this book I'm going to bring to school, The Quotable Politician. This would probably be better for high school. But anyway, this is going to be a giveaway book. I'll probably bring it to middle school. Anyway, it's a spider. It's kind of hard to see the light. He's too big for that Spider-Man, so I'm going to leave him on my desk for a minute. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to give a sneeze. Okay, here are keychain rings. I already have a lot of keychain fobs over there, and the ones I have over there are lobster claws, and they spin, which is better for kids, like they put on their backpack, so that it doesn't break easily. So I'm going to take it out of this little bag and put it in here. Throw that on the floor, and now we have a little thing because that's my googly eyes in it. Okay, bag of bags. Oh, we're getting to the bottom. All right, here's just a little random bag of leftover yarn that I could use at some point to make hearts or something. So I'm going to put this in the container with the keychains. Maybe on the floor. Okay, this is making me so hot. Okay. All right, this is the scarf that I made. This was supposed to be a blanket. I didn't like the way it was too open holes. Everyone in my family likes really solid, tight fabric. This was too much. So I just cut it and turned it into a scarf. Put that there. Okay. Here is some crochet thread. And this, I don't know why I did this. This is a variegated thread. And you would use probably a size 2 hook. And you should not double it up. It takes away from the pattern. So this is what I call girl camouflage because it has pink in it. Camouflage is supposed to make you blend in. The pink would make you stand out. And I think you're only supposed to wear orange for safety when you're hunting. So other hunters don't shoot you. But don't say that. All right, I'm going to put this in its own little plastic container because I have one thread. I don't get to work with the thread too much because arthritis in my hands. It makes my hands really cramp up, not crap up. Okay, here are more. These are sturdier containers. I think these are like $2. And I bought 20, so, a quarter is, it adds up. Okay. Bag of bags. Here's a really thin yarn. This is from the Baby Yoda. It's not even Baby Yoda, it's Star Wars. And this is to make the Stormtrooper. It has some cat fur on it, because everything has cat fur in my house. So this is a skein. And I don't even want to open it up, because then you have to put it in your hands and wrap it up. So I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to put it in with the thread. More bags. Okay, here is some felt, and I'm going to put this with the amigurumi, because when I found the pattern on Pinterest, which I have to be very, very careful, and I'm not making fun of people who have real addictions, but I had to be very careful when I go on Pinterest, because I used to be addicted to Pinterest, and I would go on there for hours and hours and hours, and yeah. Anyways, I haven't been on for a long time, and I found the pattern to make these little guys. How cute he is. It's supposed to be made even smaller, but I didn't want to make it small. Anyway, it's supposed to use this felt to go with it, so that's there. Bag. Here are some butterflies that are almost finished. And I am going to put these, I'm going to keep them in their bag, and I'm going to bring these to school and give away. I'm going to show you the butterflies. These are really easy to make, too. These are super easy to make. This is just it's an 8-petal flower. It's 1, 2, 3 rows. You fold it like this, and then you tie your chain on, and then you use a fabric stiffener to make the antenna stand up. That's the easy one. Now there's another pattern where it's shaped different on the bottom. So this is pretty much done. Just need some fabric stiffener, or you can even use glue, Elmer's glue, because it dries clear. So, and I'll just give this one to the kids at school, and then you can have it stand up. So that's really cute. And here's another one made in a variegated yarn, and this is the one that has a different pattern. So it has these little peacocks on it. And a peacock is just a word to make a little point. And this is some yarn that I got from, I think, Temu a few years ago. It's really it's kind of hard to work with because it's so fuzzy. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to put that, and I'm going to put it in the bag with all the erasers to take to school. Before school starts, get my whole room set up. Oh, this should not even be in here. This is a tape measure, and this is for the cats. And to make it safe for the cats, I took off the metal endings. The cats love this. It's whatever this is made out of. And now she's a tape. Here, let me show you. And then, yeah, okay. And I have a tape measure already. So this is for the cat, so that really shouldn't have been in the container. All right, here's some sewing scissors. And these scissors need to be sharpened, I think. But these need to go in the sewing container. And these are scissors that you should use primarily for cutting fabric. You should not use it for paper. Scissors are pretty specific, except when you're at school, you have kid scissors. If you're lucky, you have left-handed scissors, and if you're left-handed, your parents should buy you left-handed scissors. Anyway, this one you would not use to cut your hair. You would not use this to cut a chicken up. Okay, these are for sewing. When you buy a block or a set of knives for your kitchen, they usually come with scissors, and that's for cutting up a whole chicken to make cooking easier. Here is some very, very small thread. We leave it in its container, this little bag. Put it in there. Okay. Here's another flower. So I'm going to put this in the container of flowers because I'm going to make it into a wall art. It looks blue here, but it's really green. And thanks for being here. You were definitely helping me because I am very behind on organizing myself. I think this is going to be like a cabbage roast. Look how big that is. This is something, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying this is something that I can do primarily without looking too much. Like I could do it, look down, do it, look down. So sometimes I do this if I'm at school and I'm still here. How's it going, man? I'm just showing off the flowers again. This is some kind of Asian flower or Oriental flower. Pretty cool. So I'm going to just use these for decoration. Here's a teeny tiny flower. Look how cute that is. It could even be earrings. Of course, I can't wear earrings because they have to be 14 karat gold. And they can't even be 14 karat gold. They have to be a specific 14 karat gold, which I have not really been lucky enough to find. I exaggerate slightly. All right, I'm going to put him in here. And I'll put that on the floor. Camille, you're back. Thank you so much. I am still organizing. I'm almost done with this container. I'm going to put this green in my travel container. This is what I'm going to use to make keychains for the students. I made a keychain part for every 8th grader for promotion. And a lot of them wore on their little cap because our school was extra, I think. And they wore cap and gowns for 8th grade promotion, which I thought was a little bit, whatever, but they wore it on their caps, so that was kind of cool. Here is the rest of the yarn from my Star Wars book, so I'm going to put it in with the thin yarn or thread. Okay. Here are a bunch of buttons, and buttons actually are going to go in beads. Where are beads at? And what I used to do was, before I would donate clothes to, before I would throw clothes away, I would cut the buttons off. And some of you might be saying, what? Why wouldn't you donate your clothes? Well, I already bought my clothes from the Goodwill, so I'm not going to wear it for 2 years and then donate it again because it's usually a rag by them. But what you could do with these buttons is you could use this to embellish your amigurumi. You can make earrings. So I'm actually going to just put them in with beads. We'll see. Oh, thank you. Oh, how fun. I know. Oh, the holidays come up so fast, right? This year I'm going to try and have a Christmas tree. And if I don't have a Christmas tree, then I'm going to use this cat tree. It has a top on it. The top's in the kitchen on the floor. Because cats like to hide in it. And on the floor in the kitchen. Usually I'm too tired to put up decorations, so, whatever. Oh, how fun. You have to show me your candy cane thing. You can take a picture of it. Send it to me. My email is in my description. Okay. All right. Here are some little tiny buttons. And these are for scrapbooking, which I don't do. And for embellishing amigurumis, or you can make little earrings. So I'm going to put in this little container. I've had this container that I got at the Goodwill for like 10 years, and I never used it. But now I am. It's not hoarding. Okay. Sometimes hoarding is hoarding. Like you just have a lot of stuff that you don't really need, and it's garbage. But if you hang on to stuff, if you don't have a lot of money, and you might need it, why would you get rid of it? If you don't need it now, you might need it in the future. Okay, so I'm taking it out of the baggie. And it is a mess in here. And my ADHD wants me to stop and sort these by black and white. I'm not going to do it. Close it up. Thank you for being here. I might have done it. I need to have some more water. How long have I been on? For 2 hours. Very good. Because I spent 20 minutes doing my entryway. And then I probably would have laid down and listened to a book and then fell asleep while listening to the book. I'm making sure so the stuff I made on. Oh yeah, if you don't enjoy making it, don't just stop. Don't even do it. I have a lot of projects. Like my hands were like, I'm not making this. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not doing it. Or if the yarn's not soft enough, or if it just looks weird. Never feel obligated to finish something if you don't like it. Don't put that kind of stress on your creativity. Okay. Ooh, I was not angry when I put that cup down. Okay. This is a little ghosty book. I don't know how to talk. This was a free book. Oh, yeah. All right, then. Yeah. All right, I understand. My ADHD makes it very easy for me to stop doing things because I start something and then I can see already that I could change it and make it better. Or could I do? Yeah, so it's very, yeah. This is a little 10 little ghost book. It was for free. At the end of the school year, teachers put, we have like a garage sale or a sidewalk sale where everything's free. You just put all the stuff that you don't want again, you put it out in the hallway or on a table, and then people just take stuff. It's fantastic. So I got this little book, and I'm going to make a ghost, 10 little ghosts to go with the book. This I might save for the possibility, maybe possible, of having grandchildren. I don't know. I don't put any pressure on my daughters. They can have grandchildren. Why would they have grandchildren? They can have their children if they want to have children. I want to get up, but there's a cat in the way. And get the ghost. The ghost is over there on the counter. Anyway, so I'm going to put this in a container. And when I find what yarn, which I don't even, oh, you are so smart. Whoever said that, I heard you at home. You said, why don't you use that yarn from the Star Trooper? And I said, you don't really ever want to work with white, because it's so glaring. But like the candy cane you're working on, you would want to make it in white and red. Or you can make it in other colors and say it's different flavors. So this I'm going to use to make the ghosts. Boom! Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me. And then when I'm done, these all have lids and they're going to go in the closet behind me. Okay. All right, this is stuffing. And sorry, sometimes I get distracted by noises. Oh, life is a distracted person. Okay. I'm going to take it out of this bag and just put it in this container because my system is all containers. And I want to look in there and not, I want it to be visually pleasant to look at also. So, okay. So, all right, the lid can go over there. And we're getting to the bottom. Very nice. Here is I put it in the bag, but I'm going to leave it out. And that's why I put it in the bag. This has a lot of cat fur on the outside, and I don't have one of my rolly things around here, but I'm going to put this with the ghost project because then I'll needle point the ghost eyes on. Now, googly eyes would be too much. Okay, put that in there. Okay, we're coming down to the wire. This, Camille, if you are still here, let me know what you think. This is supposed to be a mum flower, a chrysanthemum. Oh, look at all my thumbs up, thank you. And I stitched it up while I was talking, which is not a good idea. And it turned out, it looks more like a little Christmas tree. And it's not the right color, but I thought this would be cute. And I could put a little peacock here and make these pointy, if I ever did it. So it would have to be shaped a little bit, maybe some fabric stiffener. I do have fabric stiffener. And I don't think it goes bad, so I don't know what to do with this. What do I do with it? I don't know where to put, thank you. I don't know where to put it. And then if you stitch it properly, then it looks like a flower. It would look like, do I have one in here? It would look like this. So if it's stitched properly, it would look like this. And this is super easy. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, but if you stitch it up bad, it looks like that. I'm going to put it in with the flowers. We'll see. And once if you stitch something like that in the back, unless you use a contrasting color, you would not be able to take it apart. There is no ribbon. That is just live with it. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. This is stuffing. Okay, this is yarn that was not soft enough for me to handle working with. I use this for stuffing. And I'm going to put it in I'm going to leave it in this bag. And I'm going to put it in with the other stuffing. Here is some green yarn, and I think this is all that I have. And it's double-stranded, and I want to stop and unravel this and put it into 2 different balls, and I'm not going to. I'm very proud of myself. So this is going to go in this container that has the little bits of balls of yarn. Then when I sort my big container that has the big balls of yarn, or skeins of yarn, then I will put it away properly. I think that's all I have of it. Okay. Look, it's the bottom of the container. Yay! Oops, I dropped something. That's okay, so let me get this out. Okay. All right. Okay, here are my note cards of things. I was taking notes. Oh, here I am. I was taking notes, and then I kind of forgot that I was doing that. It is so difficult being me because I wake up like a different person every day. Not completely, but everything I thought of the day before, sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't. Here's some magnets. I'm going to put that in my little bottles box. If it was, what do you call it, findings? That's what a finding is. If you're ever going to like Joann Fabric and you're like, findings, what is that? That's where you find all the little buttons and the hook and eye clasps and fancy scissors. Drop some stuff. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Put it in there. Okay, so we have that. And then I have, these are, I thought I was going to have more little appliques to put together. Here is, I don't know what to do with these. These are army. You know what I should, no. These are this olive colored star. And what I did it was supposed to be for my Etsy store. And then I made certain things in every color that I had. And then I was going to take a photo shoot, and then some disaster happened. This is an owl. So I'm going to put, I don't know what to do with these. All right, I'm going to put it, what to do. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put it in here. This is snakes. This is the seahorse from Pokemon. Here is an olive. I think I'm getting hungry. This is an owl, and his wings are tucked inside. Okay, this is my Christmas little thing, and I don't know what to do with this because I don't have any Christmas stuff out. Christmas is on the top shelf that I can't reach in my bedroom. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'm going to put it in this because I need to start this before Christmas. All right, one container down. What's this? Oop, I dropped these. These are the pins that are self-adhesive. I would never trust the self-adhesive part. I would sew it on, and there are holes. You would have to pierce it, or even glue gun it probably, now that I see that. So I'm going to close this up. Okay. I'm going to put this in here. Get this little container open. Oh, every time I open it, some of the little buttons fall out. That's all right. I'm going to put this on the side. Okay. There we go. Oh, more buttons. These are for scrapbooking. These are not real buttons. Like, they're not sturdy enough. They would probably break if you were using them on a little... Well, you shouldn't put this kind of thing on a little thing for a baby. Unless it's just for a picture. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I just have a pile of bags that I'm going to put in that container for now. Okay. All right. Very nice. And I am thirsty. What do I want to do? All right. Here. Okay, I can't do that. Wait, how much is this charged up? Oh, we're at 27%. Okay, I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to Just turn around. Oh God, I'm covered with all kinds of crap. Oh gosh. Okay. All right, so here's all this stuff here. And I am going to try not to trip over my cat. Thank you for moving. Okay, so I'm going to start putting some of this stuff away. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Very behind on my plan to get organized. So I'm going to put this here. You can see how short I am. Okay. Point this at my closet. All right, I'm just going to be walking back and forth. It doesn't look like anybody's here, so that should be all right. Put this in here, and of course I have that bookshelf on the floor. After this, I am going to take a break, but I don't want to stop doing this part. Hey, thanks for being here. I'm just putting my containers away. And I'm just going to put these in here all haphazard and organize them on the shelf after I take a little break. I've been on for 2 hours. Thank you so much for being here. All right. I could put these in a different closet. Can you even see me? There we go. I'll put these in a different closet. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm getting ready to take a break. Stay here. And then I'm gonna, oops, where am I at? Hi, thank you for being here. I'm gonna finish this up real quick. I like having everything in clear containers because if it's enclosed in some way, I will forget of its very existence, which is disappointing. And that is true for a lot of different things. Just need a different container. Okay. This actually is going to go to school with me, so I'm going to put that over here. I forgot they were there. They're just right there on the floor. Okay. So now when I'm looking for something, I don't have to open up the containers. I can just look and see that it's there. And I will not forget about it. And I will be more likely to finish what I started. And if you can't see me, I'm very sorry. And these little containers will end up getting more filled out. Take those keychains out. We'll get more filled out as I go through the rest of these containers. Okay. This is going to school. these are in school. I'm going to probably put them in a travel container. Okay, let's go up here. Okay. Oh. Yes. All right. I am going to take a break now. I've been out for 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds. Thanks for being here. I will probably be back on again to do some more stuff. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to say like and subscribe. Okay. Oh, cancel. Carlos, what's up? I am back in school. I was in room 7. Room 7? What grade is room 7? 1, 2, what is that, 3rd grade? Room 7. I'm surprised you even knew what room number you were. Sometimes I don't even know what room number I'm in. I'm going to be in 6th grade, so I'm going to be 23, 24, 25, or 26. That's the 6th grade pod right now. All right, hey, Carlos, I'm about to take a break, so I am going to go. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe here if you haven't already. And I'm going to take a break and come back on so that I can finish staying organized. Or getting organized. Not staying organized, getting organized. So I got to go, man. I've been on for 2 hours and almost 20 minutes. I need to take a little break or something. So check me out in about an hour. I'll be back on. Okay, goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. Give me a kiss goodbye. Okay.